Hey, welcome back to the Backyard Professor Chess videos. I just received the last and complete installment of the School curriculum of Artur Yusupov. I now have his complete chess course. Yeah, I'm excited. 10 volumes. It's a 3-year chess study. Realistically, he's assuming you're going to do it full time, and so you do a lesson a day. I really don't know if I'm going to get that much. I'm going to be able to probably do this chess course in 4 years. If I say 5 years and include all of the Jeremy Silman material, I get a fabulous 1-2 punch with both the Jeremy Silman chess course and the Artur Yusupov chess course. So that's what I'm going to try to do. In 5 years, finish 2 of the best chess courses that I can think of that exist. So I'm really excited. And to celebrate me finally being able to purchase all of this stuff, I saved my money pretty good for the Yusupov. It's pricey, but well worth it. I played a game the other day that is just fun. I am seeing improvement in my ability to see stuff now. I am beginning to see a difference. And doggone it, that's exciting. I mean, yeah, it's small stuff, but all those small snowflakes can build an avalanche, right? Every drop of water eventually can build an ocean. So this is the idea. Small steps, unfortunately, and I'm playing the black, but really important steps. I am excited to show you this game because of what I was able to do and what I saw in it that really just, I think I'm somewhat mildly catching on. And doggone it, that's exciting for me because I've been so dumb for so long at chess that I want to improve so dang bad that it's happening. It's happening somewhat mildly. So I'm excited. So I pull my bishop. See, I don't even know what the pieces are. Man, that's gotta suck, dude. Okay, and now I am gentle with this because if I do this, he's gonna cramp me. I just know it. That's too tempting, and I hate getting cramped. I shouldn't say that out loud. But man, I like an open board more, but I like to play cramped chess when I'm the one doing the cramping. Boy, how's that for attitude? That ain't bad, right? So anyway, I pulled my knight to here instead, not to tempt him. And he pulled his knight out and my bishop to e7. And now, he does take the pawn, and that I expected. In the queen pawn opening, the way he's opening, that's pretty standard. And I responded in kind. I said, okay, you want to change pawns? Let's change pawns. And then he brings his queen out. Now, I've had games where people bring their queens out and they just come down here and just Mickey Mouse around and just wipe you out. They destroy your position, they take 2 or 3 pawns, 2 or 3 pieces, and then they run home laughing like crazy. I hate that kind of chess. So I'm hoping really bad that this isn't going to be one of those games. So I have learned a secret that when they do pull the queen out to b3, keep your bishop down here as long as possible because that's a weak pawn unless you start pushing it. And I don't want to push it right now, right? So anyway, that's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. Bishop d3, he's coming on strong. So, I mean, you got a castle. Truly, this is one of Yusupov's main main teachings. That's it, teachings. Tuck your king away. Really seriously, castling is not a joke. It's pretty much necessary. Really, just get used to it. Really. Against a good player, if you don't castle, they will trounce you in the middle. Yeah? Well, he castled too, so here we go. So this is going to be a tough game. I went ahead and put my knight on b6, stopping any stupid queen issues because I want to use my bishop. Yeah? Well, one of the best ways is put the knight there, it's covered, and it's actually developed and doing some good. So that's how that works, man. So he comes to bishop d2. He's getting a full development. He's pulled out all of his back pieces, and now his rooks are connected. I have not quite yet been able to connect my rooks, but I can now, baby. Oh, no, 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 no. I went to bishop d6. And he pulls his rook over here. Now, just like I've shown you in other videos, when someone starts pulling their knight here, here, and up to g6, and up, they're doing a kingside, right? Where is all of white's pieces? Over there. Yeah? He has told me the way the board is set up. He has told me I'm coming down on your queen side. That is a fact, right? Please tell me you can read the board by now after watching a few of my videos, that you can read that board enough to see the absolute majority of power on the white is there. And the absolute majority of my power is there also. Yeah? We're all over on the queen side. No joke. And he's making sure he's going to have backup for his pawns. That is what that rook move announces. Yeah? Keep that in mind. It'll be a couple of moves before he's ready, but he's coming. Yes? Keep that in mind. So, I nabbed the partial open file real quick in the center because, just like Aaron Nimzovich said, when an opponent attacks on a wing, you return the attack in the center and it will diffuse it. Fischer was a master of this. That's what made him so blasted powerful. Yeah. So in preparation for the queenside attack, I'm preparing my center so I can be strong. That is why I put that rook there. Deliberately so. Just as surely as his rook there said, I'm coming. My rook here said, so am I. Okay? I know I'm talking way too slow. Speed it up to 1.5 times. One of my commenters said that, and it works for him. So I probably sound really funny when I'm at 1.5 times. It did one time, but so what? Who cares? No, I did not speed up the tape. Ha! We're having way too much fun. Bishop comes to e2. Is he trying to distribute a little bit more weight to the king's side just in case? I don't know, and I don't care. Now, here's what I see. Really, he can't defend his king properly. There's no way. So, this is screaming, watch out, there's a queenside attack coming. It's also yelling its head off at me. This position is yelling its head off at me. It's a kingside attack opportunity. So let's do an inventory. I have a wonderful, wide open bishop to the kingside. Very nice. I have another wonderful, wide open, possible bishop sacrifice here, although there's a guardian. Yeah? That's the culprit. That guy right there. I have a fabulous queen that can come to this side. I have a rook on an open file that can come here to take away any issues coming this way. And I have a knight ready to bounce and bump and sacrifice itself. So I have two sacrificial pieces, one or both of the bishops, or one of the bishops and the knight, or both bishops and the knight, and I can use a rook and a queen to attack that king. Because of the way he's set up here, let's look at this. What he has for defense, this piece is el numero uno. This is okay. It can get here pretty quick. There's nothing blockading the pawn, but it does take an extra pawn move, then a bump for the bishop. The rooks are in good shape. Two major helps are over here. I only have one major piece over here. He's got two. The way it's arranged between the bishops and the pawns and the knight can't move in order to let the bishop out because that square is being hit. So he's got to stay put, so he's blocking him. The pawn is blocking his other bishop. So he's got two pieces. He probably won't get over here in time. His most powerful one being the queen. Yeah, that's a good sign. He's got two other pieces that are technically blocked in. It'll take him a few moves to get them into defending. And he's got two rooks. And the rooks are wide open. So if the king can somehow push a pawn and bump up, and they can open up that file, then that can help. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this rook can come real fast over to an open file, especially if I double the rooks. I've got all my pieces except the knight that can attack. I'm practicing, I'm playing, I'm having a fun, friendly game of chess where I'm going to absolutely cream this guy with the kingside attack. You're never going to get good at kingsides unless you practice. So here's my practice kingside. Right? Here we go. Oh, shut up and show us. I just want you to recognize how to read the board. Yes, it's general. I understand that. There's probably 1,000 nuances I'm missing. I don't give a flying flip. What I saw was bishop to the kingside, bishop to the kingside, rook on the file, queen to the kingside, knight already on the kingside. I can put this together. That's a good kingside formula for attacking, right? That's all you need. Keep it simple, stupid. The KISS principle. You don't need to be a grandmaster to see where your pieces are pointing. Okay, yes, I promise. Knight G4. I am definitely going for a kingside attack. That move demonstrates that. Now, he knows my agenda. So he has to hustle, because the other reason I forgot to mention, kind of important somewhat, my pieces can get in front of my pawns speedily to attack. If he is going to counterattack on the queen side, he has to move some pieces to get his pawns going, and none of them have made a move yet. I am closer. By far, I am way faster at getting here, or even up and over. I'm going to be much faster getting here than he is going to be getting here with pawns. And rooks behind the pawns. He technically, his bishop's over here, and he has to put a knight over here, and then his other bishop can get in. But he's going to have to go right now, or I'm going to win. I'm going to beat him to it. Yeah, you see that? I'm just, again, I probably overemphasize this, but this is so critically important to do, you guys. Because if you don't see the clues, you won't know where to play on the board. If I start trying to attack the queen side, look at how much power he has. That's just silly. But look over here. It looks like a bunch of pawns in an open field with one knight. Yeah, here. He goes h3. Okay. And I said, well, I don't want my rook or my knight to be taken, so I'm going to bump back. But look, I induced a weakness. I got him to move a pawn, right? That means this pawn gets weaker, and so does this square. Yeah? Okay, he still has a magnificent knight here. Really. I'm not kidding. That knight is always a good defender. Okay, time for the bishop sacrifice. No, not yet. Knight f6. Oh! Yes! He helped my attack. Thinking he's limiting my space and ability for my knight, he actually increased my chance for the attack by pressing the second pawn. Don't do it this way. Here's why. Now my bishop sacrifice has terrific meaning. Now I gladly take that pawn. Yes. And of course, H takes, whoops, come here kid, you're still on stage. H takes G4. He will take my pawn. Yeah, but watch, look at the effect that this has, because now there's nothing backing him up. Now that my knight has taken the second pawn on the king side, these are wide open. And that is just pure murder. I know I've got the game. I don't quite know what kind of combination yet, but the game is over. He never got nothing going. In just one bad move, the pawn to here, he actually increased the speed of my king side. And I didn't lose a piece, just the one bishop. I was willing to sacrifice both pieces, but now I've got another piece to attack him with. So that's how not to do a defense with the king side, say. That's just as important as not. Well, the rook comes to c1. Can't do a thing for him. I bumped my rook. I said, yeah, let's get the rook involved. Look, I've got two of these babies. Yeah, let's put a rook and a queen. And I've got a backup rook if I need to bump in real quick. Yeah? So let's do this. A3, for one thing, why did you just bump it once? Perhaps he thought I was going to come into here and attack his knight or whatever, but my bishop sacrifice and my knight up here should have told him plainly that this bishop doesn't care about the queen side. He wants to come over here. Really seriously. That's what that's saying. Right? So that was a wasted move. And in fact, I really do want to do this. Here's why. I wanted to take the pawn with the knight to protect the bishop, so it forces his knight to exchange. Because the king can't take it. So the knight has to. That is what I wanted. Now I'm willing to take the knight. And now the king is defenseless. And look at where it puts him. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, right? And now the wrap-up is more or less just technique, truly. Because I come up here, queen h4, check. And he will move his king to g2. Then I pull my rook over to g6, check. And he will go bishop g4 to block, but it's a futile effort because there's nothing backing up his bishop. So he blocked it. He prolonged the agony, yes. But I still have check. And now he's got an option of bumping back, but not really. So actually he came to here. And because of that, I have an intermediate move. I shouldn't say intermediate, but I come to here. And he tries gamely to get the defense going. He thinks he's got me when he moves his rook over, but I have a nasty discovered check that puts any end to his hope. I can pull the rook back over and check here. My pawn is stopping him from here, of course, and so is the rook. So he has to go back to here, right? There's only one, because my queen has the diagonal all the way. He can't jump back into here and hide. So he's completely exposed. Now I can come to here, check, except I didn't. Yeah, I did. Then he came to here, and then I checkmated him. Brought the rook up and checkmated him. So this was a fun little game that basically shows you the ideas of keeping the initiative, of trying to develop and keep the center, the real power of the open file, the partial open file if you can find it and show it, and the idea of the bishop sacrifice in a kingside attack, because when you can pay attention to what the board is telling you, all of his power is over there. See, I left most of his power completely untouched. It was a relatively short game, but it was all conglomerated on that side. And with nothing on the king side, that says kingside attack. When I had so many pieces that could point that way, that screamed attack at me. That's kind of the way to help you decipher this wild thing we call the chessboard. So there's your chessercise and video game. You guys have a great day. Be happy, do well, have fun, be kind, work hard, and smile a lot, because you know what? It is infectious, and you can never really feel bad or down if you're smiling and laughing. Try it. It's awesome. All right, hey, I will see you guys and gals in the next Backyard Professor Chess video.